Yo, what's up everyone? Mike here, hanging out on the mushroom farm. Check out those Hericium coralloides right there. That's the coral tooth mushroom. They're coming in real nice. What do we got? Oh yeah, that's a lion's mane coming in right back there. Some lion's mane, some more coralloides. Yeah, real nice mushrooms. And if you want to pick up any of these genetics to grow some of these mushrooms yourself, you can head over to my website. I've got that link down in the description box below, and then you guys can pick up your own liquid cultures. You can get that awesome coralloides. You can get the lion's mane, my Yeti strain, super prolific strain. And also, I want to say, if you're into mushrooms and farming and you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you click that subscribe button right now so you get more mushroom and farming videos like this in the future. Now, I'm going to tell you what I got going on in here, okay? Beyond the mushrooms growing, we got some second flush blocks in here. And I'm going to make a video about this. A lot of people have been asking me about second flushes and what my thoughts are on second flushes. And I'll tell you what, I've got almost a decade of gourmet mushroom growing experience. I've been doing this 8 years full time, and I'm going to tell you, here's my thoughts on second flushes, all right? That's my thoughts on second flushes, okay? We ain't doing second flushes on this farm. Second flushes don't make you money, guys. You got to be desperate to get second flushes, okay? For gourmet mushrooms, getting second flushes is not the way to roll. I would rather take this block, compost it, we'll make some nice garden soil out of it, and we're going to take that empty space and we're just going to put a new block in it, okay? Time is your most valuable asset, and right now, we're wasting it. We ain't doing that no more. These blocks are going to the compost pile. I was trying to be cool and do second flushes for you guys, just because some people were asking about second flushes, but I got to be real. This is what I think about second flushes, okay? Get those old blocks out of your grow room, get them in the compost pile, and then cycle a new block in. And like I said, let me just break it down a little bit more. So time truly is going to be your most valuable asset. Like if you were going to get a second flush, you were going to have to let that block sit on the shelf here like 2 weeks, okay? But you could just get rid of it and put a new block in its place and get at least twice the amount of mushrooms that you would get if you just let it sit in there. So to me, it makes zero sense to keep a block around for a second flush. And I know some people would think that's wasteful, but it's not. Like, you have to make sure you're maximizing your real estate. You can get a new block in here right away, grow a really nice, fresh, awesome looking mushroom, and then you don't have to grow some like kind of subpar mushroom. I am like totally against growing like subpar mushrooms whatsoever. Like, I can't handle it. Like, it's just like if my mushrooms are not top of the line, I won't do it, dude. Like, I won't go down that path. So, yeah. So I just want to say that's my thoughts on second flushes. You guys will never see Mike do another second flush here on the channel, okay? I just cannot bring myself to do it. I feel like your mushrooms are not top quality then, okay? So you're growing like a subpar mushroom. You're wasting time. Your old blocks sit in here then too, okay? So like they could potentially contaminate your new blocks that you're bringing in. So why not just like take all the old blocks out, clean out your room, really clean it out good, and then put fresh blocks in it. Like, to me, it just makes zero sense. And then you might be like, well, Mike, I really, really want to get the second flush. And I'll tell you what, if you guys want to get the second flush, like I said, you guys do you. I personally feel like the best way to get a second flush is maybe to have like an outdoor greenhouse or something like that. I just don't want to utilize any of my indoor real estate for second flushes. It's just not worth it. But if you had an outdoor greenhouse or just something where you have a little bit of extra space outside, maybe that you're not heating and cooling and everything like that, I feel like maybe then if it's kind of like a passive environment, maybe then you could like warrant doing second flushes. But for me right here with like a controlled indoor environment when I can grow pristine top of the line mushrooms on first flushes, it just seems absolutely stupid. It's like asinine to like waste that space for a second flush subpar mushroom. We could just put a brand new one in here, guys. We only grow the best mushrooms on this channel, guys.
The cream of the crop!
Okay, so we're not settling, like I said, for anything that's not top of the line. And now, for those of you out there who are like, but Mike, I gotta get my second flush, man. Just tell me how you get your second flushes. I know there's going to be a select group of people out there who are definitely still going to do second flushes, and I just want to give you guys a tip on how I would approach doing a second flush if I were to do second flushes, all right? These two right here are actually really close to producing second flushes, but we ain't doing it. But they'll make great examples. So anyway, let's have a look at some of these blocks that I have right here, and these are about to be second flush mushrooms, and let me just explain how I'm doing it and what's going on. Okay, so right here we can see I've picked these mushrooms. These were lion's mane blocks. This was my Yeti strain right here. And if you can see, let's take a look at where the mushroom was picked. So right here, you can actually see how that's like fresh mycelium. See how there's fresh mycelium there? And it's all white. Look at this one. That's fresh mycelium growing in. And let's look over here. Look at that. Now see, that's where I've picked a mushroom recently, and that's got real fresh sawdust exposed. So let's just say you guys were going to go for second flushes. This right here is how I would say your block should be, okay? Basically just harvest your mushroom. Make sure there's no excess mushroom tissue pieces. Like, see, there's a little bit like right here. We would call this, like, I would call that like mushroom tissue or mycelium or whatever. But make sure you just have all that junk cleaned off, the majority of it. This right here is fine. So if you have your block looking like that, that's fine. It'll look like this then, maybe about a week later, and you can see right here, if I peel that back, you see that? See this right here? That's actually the mushroom forming up right there, okay? But I'm not wasting my time for this thing. And then right here, you can kind of see it again. You see how that mycelium, it just looks kind of white and fluffy in certain spots. That's pretty much where the mushroom is going to grow out of. Some people like to tape the hole back up where it originally came out of, but my suggestion, like I said, is to just let it come out the same hole. It works really good that way. But some people do like to tape this shut and then cut another hole. So if anyone wants to do second flushes, that's how you do them. If any of you guys have any questions for me on this topic, make sure you put it down below in that comment section and I will be sure to address it. But hopefully you guys all found this video helpful and informative. And if you did, please drop this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But that's all I got for you on this one, and I will catch you guys on the next one.